And hello, class, and welcome. We are in week number 3. You may be viewing this video on either sometime throughout the period of Monday, or you could be viewing it late Sunday evening, depending on what you have logged within the course shell. Just a friendly reminder, everyone should have already submitted their assignments for week number 2 regarding quality requirements within your facility and establishment of running a restaurant. Those, of course, were due Saturday at midnight. So the protocol is this, and keep this in mind by all means, everybody. What you definitely want to do is, as you enter into every week, and I mentioned this in our prior discussion that happened to be last week, you want to do the text readings, look at the materials, look at the lecture that I provided in writing within the course shell. You would definitely want to be doing that at the beginning of the week, Monday or Tuesday. Then Wednesday, and this is just the idea and a suggestion, of course, okay, in terms of study habits, in terms of getting work done, study time, committing time within your schedule, in terms of completing your assignments. The discussion activities, your initial response, you should be working on that Wednesday, and that is due Thursday by midnight, which leaves Thursday and Friday. That's time to actually do the main assignment that happens to be due at the end of the week, which is due on Saturday night. So, with that being said, let's move on here, and I'm going to have a brief discussion of what we're going to be engaging in this week, and it is quantity. So think of quantity as being inventory, volume, your product that you're selling, your product that you happen to be preparing, as well as cooking and serving to your customers, to your consumer base. The worst thing that could ever happen is when you have a shortage of inventory. A shortage of inventory will lead to you canceling things out on your menu, which in return could minimize your revenue or potential profit that you could make within a given night or within a given week within your establishment. So, the one thing that you want to do is, in terms of inventory, in terms of your suppliers, in terms of what you have available on your menu, think about, okay, the main ingredients that you need in order to prepare the various dishes that you have to offer on your menu. You definitely want to have enough. And of course, you want to anticipate that you're not going to run out. Now, last week we talked about quality, and that's what you actually did your assignment on. Okay, quality, okay, is, in so many words in layman's terms, okay, is it the best food that's offered within the area? Are your consumers happy? Are they satisfied with the food as it's being prepared? Does it taste good, in so many words? Think about that. Okay, without quality and good quality within your establishment, you're definitely going to lose your consumer base. Or even if you happen to be an up and starting establishment, you're not going to attract and draw any customer appeal. So that's one thing to think about. If you're new or if you're already established, you want to be able to maintain good quality. So since we have the quality established, we want to begin to think about the quantity in terms of our vendors and our suppliers, what I just mentioned a few minutes earlier, and how we get things shipped in and the methods, okay, of that stuff going out when it happens to be in inventory. And how do we happen to account for it as it does go out? And how do we know that we're running low in terms of numbers to where we have to request a new shipment from our vendors and suppliers? Some things to think about, okay, when it comes to what you have to offer, the variety, okay, and the diversity of your menu, and how are you going to maintain it? How are you going to keep it? So, look through my lecture here that's also in writing, okay, regarding quantity amounts. And as you look about this, think about spoilage. Think about perishable items. Perishable items, okay, is something that you may not want to order over in terms of quantity, because there happens to be an expiration date on it. And you can't serve spoilage or things past the expiration date to your consumer base. There's too many risks and too many liabilities that happen to be connected to that. So think about this. Look at, of course, the PowerPoints if you go into the course required materials that I've already provided as well regarding quantity amounts and the chapter that we happen to be focused on, as well as your text readings. Look into that as well. So with that being said, let's move on to what your items are in terms of what you're going to complete. Your discussion initial responses are due, of course. That would be on Thursday evening. That would be your initial response. Make sure that you're responding to your peers. And for those also in my other courses, make sure that you respond to your peers. Some of you are taking more than one course with mine, and I may have mentioned it or may not have mentioned it in previous instruction videos. So as you do your discussion post that happen to be due Thursday at midnight, think about the assignment. Now, what you completed to conclude week 2, it was quality. Okay, and I had you to prepare a PowerPoint presentation regarding quality within your establishment. Your assignment that's going to be due this upcoming Saturday is going to focus on the quantity. So you did your PowerPoint focused on the quality. Now we're focusing on the quantity. That's what we're going to be doing, and that's your main assignment that happens to be due at the end of the week. So you're going to keep the same name of your restaurant. That's what you're going to do. And this is the approach to the assignment. So what you created from the quality cost presentation that you turned in to conclude week 2, you're going to keep the name of that assignment. But what I want you to do, based on the readings, based on the terms, definitions, and theories, give 5 terms of quantity cost, and they are in the readings in the textbook. And I want you to give at least 3 examples for those quantity costs that you would apply within your restaurant establishment. So what I'm looking for here, I'm looking for a 5 to 7 slide PowerPoint presentation. And then, of course, always cite your references per APA format, as APA format does apply for PowerPoint as it would if you would happen to be writing a paper. And so this is going to be due Saturday night at midnight. This is your main assignment that's going to be due at the end of the week. Okay, everyone. As a reminder, my office hours, you know when you can reach out to me by phone or by text. Also, requesting a Zoom meeting if you happen to need one. There will be some things coming up in the upcoming week, in week number 4, and that's going to come in my instruction that will be done for next week. We are going to be doing something in the course to where you can actually meet me face to face, okay, and it will be by Zoom. All right, and this will go into effect, okay, in week number 4, but not this week. And I do have a Zoom meeting time for everybody. Okay, everyone. Okay, good luck as you begin the beginning of the week. All right, and feel free to reach out to me during my office hours or send me an email if you need to. Okay, everyone, take care. Professor Javier Black out.